Welcome back here on Quad V, day number 10 of 30 days. It's time for Warcraft. If you've missed me in the last couple of days, yes, I had lost my voice. And I believe Lucifer did a very, very good job of trying to make sure that I lost my voice again, as well as Lynn and Infi, and of course Nova. Thank you guys. I appreciate that you try to destroy my voice again. However, please don't. I know these games are awesome, and that's all I really can say about that, but wow. Wow. Seriously, go watch these VODs. Meanwhile, we have got ourselves a game. It's Remind versus Happy. Korea versus Russia. Here on Quad V. And they spawn right on top of one another, ironically, here on Twisted Meadows. As we have Happy coming out as Xeon Z, and Remind coming out as the Night Elf. Remind actually recently managed to boot himself up towards first place in the Gosu rankings, and now he's back down towards third, being backed off by the fifth race. Bit of a shame on that regard, but he did very, very good in some of the more recent tournaments. That maybe one day I'll go out and cast one of those. Keep my fingers crossed. But hey, what can you really say about that? Acolyte's coming out. He scout out. Happy sees it, and he knows he can go in for the rush. He knows that this Acolyte, he knows what is going on here. They're right on top of one another, and he knows that he can rush out. He knows he can get those ghouls out as soon as he can, and get in on towards these whips. Remind on the other side knows that Happy is right on the corner, and because his Acolyte only traveled like 15 seconds before the match got underway, after match got underway, so he knows exactly what the hell is going on. So he's going to go quick, hard, and just the way the people like it. He's got himself a Demon Hunter, the classic Night Elf hero, and a Death Knight on the other side.
The town is under
that can be problematic. That mana burn on towards the Death Knight could be very problematic. He still has Rod of Necromancy. But this one may be a good moment. Yeah, he does. And these Turtle Hatchlings. I personally go in and get those Rod of Necromancy in and just harass these wisps like crazy. But what can you do? Demon Hunter still. He's got himself Boots of Agility. Just to get that little bit of a modifier up, really. Death Knight's going around, not even on level, not even halfway level 2 yet. The Demon Hunter does have that. Ooh, quick Halls of the Dead coming out now. As it gets quick scouted out by Remind straight away. Wasn't it Remind that had that crazy match versus? I can't even remember who it was. Was it Tho? No, it wasn't Orc Player. I could have sworn it was an Orc Player. And he just ran away, and the Orc Player forgot to kill off the Moonwell. And he that bit him in the ass. I think it was on day 4. But you know, go check that game out. It was crazy. It was really crazy. Might wanna go check that out. The Death Knight keeps on getting mana burned here, really negating his ability to do to that Death Coil, and really in combination with the Lich, what you really want to be going for with the Undead, and with the nuke the enemy just where they stand.
Are under attack.
Could be possible, but the Death Knight is already low. That's not very good for Death Knight. Tree of Ages now coming up, a quick level 2. So we could be looking at Huntresses, but he knows he's right there. Halls of the Dead now as well. Graveyard coming out. And he's not going for a full ghoul setup. Not a full ghoul setup. So we got ghouls. A couple of ghouls. What would you do versus that as the Night Elf? You could try to harass. What do you have here? Huntress's Hall. And 2 Huntress's Halls. We got ourselves Huntresses. We're going to go Huntresses. Remind is going to go for quick and dirty tactics. Get in there, quick in and out. Get the damage in, and move out again. What can Happy do about this? Does Happy know about
player's
this? I
forces
don't
are
think
under
he
attack.
does. No, he doesn't. Because my game suddenly decides, hey, I don't want to be in control anymore. No, he doesn't. He hasn't even scouted the base yet. He has not scouted the base. Seriously, guys, I've done commentary on so many RTS games in my lifetime. Subcom, StarCraft, or CNC series. Seriously, scouting will save your life, especially if you have Huntresses coming out. Not Ultra Vision as well. He's definitely going to go for Huntresses. Did he cancel? I think he canceled one of the Huntresses halls. Yes, he did. Went for an Ancient of Wonders instead. And now there's 2 Ancients of Lore. So he's changed his strategy. We got ourselves a Slaughterhouse. And Panda being on the field now for a Remind. That would be great for those ghouls. But he needs to creep it up a little bit and get an abbreviation up on towards that Brewmaster. Death Knight once again. Going around. Ooh, Black Citadel. We could be looking at Destroyers. Could be looking at Destroyers. And we got a Lich coming out now as well, and Crypt Fiends to boot. Tree of Eternity now coming out as well. Ancient of Lore. We could be looking at Bears. I think we're going to go for Bears. Druids of the Claw. Or Dryads. One of the two. I don't think, no. No, we won't be seeing any,
Your building is complete.
Druids of the Talon. Ooh, the Brewmaster does get surrounded. Ooh, the Brewmaster gets surrounded. Oh, that Brewmaster could be toast, but this Death Knight, the Demon Hunter is still trying to get in. Still gets a mana burn off. Ooh, that Death Knight was so close. Just 40 health remaining. Nice play from Remind there. And Happy is smart to de-aggro on that. And he needs to get his Obsidian statues out just to heal him out to get the Death Knight healed back up. Dryads. Dryads are coming up. And we got Bear Claws. Yep. Damn, I'm good. We got these.
The great outdoors.
We got ourselves bear form being researched. That bear form versus those very, very weak ghouls is. Ooh, this Death Knight is so low. Mana burn him. Well, not mana burn. He's got 10 mana, but regardless, mana burn onto which Lich would be nice at this point. He does not have Orb of Corruption on the Lich. Does he even have? Oh, he's got a Tomb of Relics. He should be going for a Orb of Corruption. Happy, because that is such a great upgrade for the Lich. Curious. Doesn't he have gold or something? He's got 3. He's at almost 400 gold, and he does spend all of it. He spent all of his gold on something. On Orb of Corruption. Clever. Clever, clever, clever. Brewmaster. Ooh, again, the Death Knight is just skirting between life and unlife. And by, in this case, life, because he is, in fact, a zombie. We have Frost Nova and the 2 archers coming out. And the Brewmaster is now leveled up. We'll go for Imbreviation. And he only managed to get Imbreviate 2. It needs to get that Fire Breath in on towards these ghouls now. He's skirting around. Breath, Fire Breath, Fire Breath, Fire Breath. There we go. Fire Breath coming in. Did not kill. Oh, I managed to kill 1 ghoul. As I did see Staff of Preservation. So he did manage to preserve one of the units. And we do have 2 Druids of the Claw. Did he just pop a moon? Yes, he did. He just popped a moon orb. Moonstone, even. Moonstone. Eevee, evolve into its Moonion. Or something. Pokemon aside, back towards the game. Lich needs to level up. He really needs to level up. He needs to get that Frost Armor in on towards the Death Knight. He does have Unholy Knight, and he does have Essence of Blight on him as well. But low, though, low. As the Demon Hunter gets out, and the Brewmaster, he's got 200 mana on him, so Abbreviation straight on towards his little pack here, followed by a, he's trying to abbreviate, but he's not going to go for it. The Destroyer's up in the air, almost gets nuked. There we go, Fire Breath coming in, no abbreviation as the Healing Scroll does go off from the Death Knight. The Death Knight, the Destroyer has to de-aggro, with almost no health remaining. As there's the Bear of the Claw. The Bear of the Claw. Killing that Crypt Fiend. But we have T3 issues here. More Destroyers coming out. How much gold do you have? You got 300 gold. A sacrificial pit, boneyard combo would be useful at this stage, especially versus bears. But they're slow. Bears are slow. You need something that is airborne and has high DPS. He's going for more Crypt Fiends, though. And he's going to try to get ranged attacks on towards the Dryads here as well. And range damage could be problematic. Does he have any upgrades on towards... Yeah, more Dryads coming out. Huntress's Hall. Let me see here. Does the Dryads have any upgrades on towards there? No, just level 1, just level 0. And there's master rank, of course, on towards Druids of the Crawl, because they're also will obviously go for bear form. So,
Our forces are under attack.
so I am going to put my thinking hat on and see what is going to happen. Now, Death Knight is low on experience. He'll need to level up. Now, he managed to get the Lich up to level 3, which is good. And Death Knight now on level 4. And he's got himself mana of... Ooh, that wand of mana stealing. If you unleash that baby on towards the Brewmaster, that essentially puts him out of the field. That could be... that. Oh, he sold it, though. Shame. He's going to go for the Overlord now, though. As he gets corrupted and Devotion Aura as well. But that comes out from the Overlord, so that's really his default, but he's going to go down. Level up on towards the Lich. No, not just yet. And it is night. Nighttime is here. Meanwhile, even though the bases are close to one another, they still haven't looked to go for an engagement. The Gargantuan Sea Turtle now being attacked. Druids of the Claw will take the brunt of the damage. Look at the food here. Happy at 50. Minus 48.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
More ghouls? Ooh, Burrow. Looks like he's going for Crypt Fiends. Full Crypt Fiends, even. He's got my Pendant of Energy. Nice.
Research finished.
But it does look like he is going to try to go for the base. No, he's not.
Our warriors have engaged the
Happy. Still going around. What do we have here? Potion of Invulnerability, Scroll, Corporal Corruption. Spells Clause of Attack plus 9. TP back to the base. As, the Demon Hunter. Ooh, the Demon Hunter is low. TP's back just in time. Did have his scroll, but just wasted it though. Then again, so did Happy. Had to waste his TP scroll to go back to the base in time. Just make sure that nothing died. But those Druids of the Claw are just here to take the damage and dish it out as well. 29 to 44. That's significant right there. He still has all these Moonwells as well. Ooh, hello, Destroy. It just goes right over the base. Not getting damaged at all. Ooh, hello. These difficult. Ziggurats. And Web. Why is he going for Web? Why Web? What does he know that I don't know? Ah, Hippogriffs.
Summoning is complete.
That's what I didn't know. Got ourselves Hippogriffs. And yeah, those fiends versus Hippogriff, another Hippogriff here. Those fiends versus Hippogriffs will be very, very useful to bring them to the ground. And using the ghouls to finish them off afterwards. And as the Death Knight does get mana burned again. Interesting though. Interesting. More fiends being built. The Staff of Preservation will be very, very handy. The Brewmaster is here as well. He's got level 3. I personally go for the Ogre Warrior just to level him up a little bit more. A little bit of engagement going on here. Mana burn coming off. TP just come in. Nice Staff of Preservation there from the Brewmaster. Very, very hectic though. Very, very hectic. Does Remind have a Staff of Preservation of his own. Yes, he does. Both heroes have a Staff of Preservation. So a lot of potential micro coming out there. And more Druids of the Claw coming out. We got ourselves more Moonwells as well. 4 more Hippogriffs. How many Fiends do we have? Ooh, Abominations. Are we going to see Gas Cloud? I don't see Gas Cloud being researched just yet.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
So Destroyers are going after the Ancients of Wind, and they found the Hippogriffs. As all the Hippogriffs are being taken down. Nicely done. Being forced toward the ground. And now the Bears will just churn into them like they're nothing. No, my apologies. The Hippogriffs are just being forced towards the ground. They'll be torn to crap. As his Lich is in a very bad position, needs to fall back. Does manage to do some stuff. As the Staff of Preservation is doing its job, this Bear will go back. No, he won't. No charges left on the cooldown on the Staff of Preservation. That Fire Breath didn't do much on that one as well. This Abomination is doing a lot of damage to boot. If you can get close towards a dry, that's what will really be it. As these Destroyers are going after the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter in a little bit of trouble. Needs to watch out. Can he get up there? The Panda has the... Ooh, the cooldown is still there. There's a Potion of Invulnerability on towards the Demon Hunter. As level 4 and towards the Brewmaster now. TP coming in. He's going to go back towards the base, and the Brewmaster decides to go back. Nicely done on towards that Staff of Preservation. But that Invulnerability Potion was there. That was a good call on that one. But the Destroyers did a lot of damage. Now they're going to finish off the Ancient of the Wind. If he's smart. Yeah, he does. And all the Hippogriffs died as well. So those Fiends right there, those Fiends were pivotal towards the attack. That Destroyer that came over, it just came over the base. And it just looked what was going on, did a little bit of scouting, and saw exactly what was going on. Fiends came out, Whips came out, and that's the end of the Hippogriffs. And that is all that gold out for the count. There's a Tree of Life actually being found out now as well. Oh, those Hippogriffs are being forced towards the ground straight away. The Destroyers are going out to get the damage, and the Fiends trying to tank the damage as well. These Bears in the front. 1 Hippogriff down. We have the Pandaren Brewmaster. He's got a lot of health on him. But one of the Hippogriffs did go down. This Death Knight could be in a little bit of trouble. He's getting a lot of damage in towards him. He is surrounded. The Death Knight is surrounded. He has a Scroll of TP. Needs to go in. Oh, just in time as well. But that puts in a lot of DPS off the field, and he needs to TP back. Oh, just in time as well for to kill this Bear. And a couple of things did go down, including the Abomination. But everything else is back towards the base, and the statue does now heal back the Death Knight, and he's on the Blight for that additional boost as well. And he's unsummoning bases. What is Happy doing? He's low on gold. Remind has so much gold though, 400 gold, and he is charging up his Moonwells again. And he's going for more Bears. And he did lose his. He did not lose his Ancient. He did not lose his Ancient of Wonder, a Tree of Life. So good call on that one. Tree of Eternity is still there as well. This could be it. This could be the final engagement. Abbreviation on towards 1 Destroyer. That's a bit of a waste of mana there from the Brewmaster. We'll be looking for that Fire. Ooh, nice CP once again. Micro once again. Another burn coming off. No.
Mine is running low.
As Remind will need to. We have this expansion once again being forced off. This Abomination will take down this Druid of the Claw. He's nothing to TP back home to. Fire Breath once again. Nothing being killed in that one. A lot of damage coming in on towards the blade, on towards the Death Knight, as the Fiend actually, the Lich actually upgrades. There's another, as a Staff of Preservation comes in just in time. As Remind is taking a lot of damage on towards his Demon Hunter. They'll be going after this Brewmaster now as well. Gets healed up slightly. Does have his Staff of Preservation. He's going to go down. That's a Brewmaster down. I don't see this happening. No, it's not. This is Remind out for the count. He is going to go down. And there it is. The Demon Hunter going around trying to get the damage in. And right now, we have the Lich. Oh, the Death Knight is actually a little bit low. He has enough mana to pop off a Death Coil. And he's waiting to, the Moon Orb is being pulled off to get that extra mana towards the Moonwells. We do have these Destroyers still doing a lot of damage. They need to take out the Dryads as soon as they can. And Death Knight is now in a lot of trouble as well. Ooh, Death Knight is low. Death Knight could be going down. Death Knight could be going down. Oh, no, don't push him with the Death Knight. Does have Invulnerability Potion on him towards him. But as soon as that invulnerability is off, Then it's curtains for him. The Dryads are turning into damage. The Demon Hunter to go down. Yes, there we go. Oh, Happy calls in the good game. Calls a good game, even though he managed to kill the Pandaren. Was close to the end. But he decided to call it a day. And so will I. As this has been 30 Days of Warcraft, day number 10, Remind versus Happy. Check in tomorrow for day number 11. As, I will put everything aside to get you the data up. Also be sure to check out the 4 VODs for StarCraft that will be coming out very, very soon. And meanwhile, I'll be back with you tomorrow.